Okay, so Leo, what the heck? What the heck? All right, so I'm just gonna get right into it. I shuffled and I dealt the cards before I started recording this video. So here we go. Just gonna zoom in here. And straighten it out. So this is how it was laid out for me. So I'm going to turn it around so you can see how it's actually supposed to be facing you. Leo, I feel like you're getting really close to the end of this chapter of this cycle of feeling like everyone is against you. I feel like you've been in this cycle for quite a long time. The last couple readings I've done for you, pretty much since I started doing these recorded readings back in October, has been all about who the hell are you surrounding yourself with. Seems like these people are not ones to be trusted and you need to let them go, and they make you feel defensive or feel like you're being attacked all the time, all that. So it seems like you've been doing really well of getting rid of those people in your life, which is awesome, but it seems like you're still stuck in defense mode, which is understandable. I guess I should explain to you what these cards actually are before I really dive into it. So I have the Nine of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse, 13, the Death card in the Major Arcana in reverse, and then we have the King of Swords in reverse. So back to what I was saying. I feel like you are stuck in this pattern of feeling defensive with everyone you come across, feeling like everyone has an ulterior motive, feeling like no one can be trusted, feeling like you're always being attacked. Maybe you are creating fights out of thin air over things that are not even important in your life. You're creating issues for no reason because you feel like you can't trust anyone. So here we have the Nine of Wands. She's used she's obviously been in battle. Now she's backed into a corner and she's worked through all of these wands and exhausted them, and she's got 2 left, and she's just like, she's gonna keep fighting, no matter what. But do you have to keep fighting, Leo? Do you need to really keep fighting? What would happen if you just laid down your weapon? Do you think that the other people would do the same thing? Do you think that maybe these people that you are having issues with are maybe feeling the same way? Or maybe this is just all in your head of feeling like you are on the defense with everyone and all they're doing is just interacting with you the way they normally would. And it's just you having this triggered reaction because of your past. And it has nothing to do with that person specifically, but more to do with who you are and what you've been through and what your past was like. It's time to let that go because it's not serving you anymore. We have the Six of Wands in reverse here. And it's saying you're not acknowledging the people that have helped you to get to where you are. And I believe it's because you are constantly in defense mode, believing that everyone is against you. Not everyone is against you. Maybe there have been some pretty shitty people in your life that were not worthy of your time and energy, but that does not mean that everyone else in this world is exactly the same way. And to think that you've gotten to where you are completely on your own is the most naive thing that anyone could think. It is extremely immature. So this is saying you need to really reflect on and be grateful for every person that has helped you in your life, whether it was a constant or not, whether if it was just for a day, a minute, an hour, for, a shoulder to lean on, an ear to listen to. Maybe somebody helped you get a job. Maybe somebody put in a good word for you. Maybe somebody, bought you lunch one day. Maybe somebody drove you to work, or maybe someone sent you a card. It doesn't have to be, they don't have to do extreme, ways of showing you that they appreciate you. It's just like being a friend and being there when you need them. And, in a small way or a big way. And to think that you don't have a single person that has ever been like that for you in your life is, I can guarantee you that is not the case. Someone has helped you at some point in your life, including the universe, has guided you towards different situations. So to think that you're all out on your own, and there's no one left to help you, is completely false. I need you to really hear that. Not everyone is out to get you. And you need to acknowledge and appreciate the ones who have helped you get to where you are. You may not be exactly where you want to be, but you need to appreciate where you are. Because I feel like if you do not stop and reflect and appreciate and, acknowledge the help from others, you will continue this cycle for, the rest of your life. If you never do this, if you never show your gratitude and appreciation, you don't have to bend over backwards and jump over the moon in gratitude for people, but saying thank you, stopping and thinking about that person and really being like, wow, that person really did actually help me. That's very nice of them. I'm so grateful to have that kind of help in my life. Just thinking that and feeling that and appreciating that is all it takes to change the vibe around you and start attracting more of those small opportunities in your direction. Those people that are more in line with what you actually want in your life. So then we have the Death card in reverse, and it's like, and I think this has to do with this trigger of defensiveness in your life. This is coming to a close. You need to let this go and put all of this bullshit behind you. Everything that you've been through is in your past. Do you want to move forward in your life, believing that you were always the victim? Or do you want to put this behind you and move forward with your life and let this go and leave this behind you and move forward more empowered? That's what this Death card in reverse is all about. There's an ending occurring in your life that you are delaying because you are not ready to let go of your past. But once you let go of your past, we're going to cut that cord. This dude's going to slice that cord connected to, all the negativity of your past. And guess what's going to come through this glowing door here? A beautiful, bright future. Nature is not a vacuum. Just because you end something doesn't mean it's the end of everything. It has to be replaced with something. And this is your opportunity to release this, to put this behind you once and for all, and open the door to the new chapter of your life, where and what it is you want. Like where you want to go, what it is you want to do, who you actually want to be, what kind of energy you want to bring into your life. Do you want to be miserable for the rest of your life? Or do you want to actually genuinely be happy? this world is a place of contrast. Obviously, there's going to be negative times as well as positive, but don't you want it to be leading more in the positive? It's difficult to do when you aren't letting this go. So this is a very frustrating month for me to be explaining to you, because it's like you're stubborn. It's like there's a stubbornness of wanting to be stuck. We have a King of Swords here, and he thinks that he knows it all, but he does not. That's what I feel. Like, refusing to see the truth. You're delaying. Oh, this is in reverse. I'm sorry. You are delaying the inevitable end of a chapter because you don't want to face the truth of what your life would be without this in it. You don't want to see the reality of your situation without the misery and defensiveness of your past, because you don't know what it's like. You don't know what your life is like without these triggers, without feeling like everyone's against you, without feeling like feeling like nobody does anything for you. Maybe it's not that extreme, but maybe you're just causing some drama in your life that's unnecessary. Maybe, you're just being a little bit too selfish in your world and taking without giving. Not having that balance of the give and take. But either way, like, that vibe's got to go. And this is all occurring towards the end of Mercury retrograde. So it seems like there's going to be some drama where you feel like you're pushed up against a wall again. And it's all because of this feeling of being focused on myself and my problems and feeling like nobody is doing enough for me. Nobody does enough for me. Well, guess what? That's not how this world works. You need to be doing enough for you. And if you want people to help you, you need to balance that with doing things for them as well. You need to balance that with the gratitude and the appreciation. Maybe this isn't something that's been happening your whole life, but I feel like it is a pattern that has come up numerous times for you because of the Death card, because this is saying, hey, this chapter's got to close. It's time to let this vibe die. By the way, Death card never actually indicates that someone's going to die, unlike all the movies. So don't freak out. This just means an ending, moving on. But it's in reverse, and you're refusing to move on from some situation, from something dramatic in your life. And this guy, he gives me the vibe, he gives me the vibe of 45, where he thinks he knows all and is refusing to accept the advice of others. He has all the answers to his life. He's stubborn, he doesn't want to hear anything else from anybody else. So, this guy upright, he's very knowledgeable. He's got a whole library of knowledge to reflect on and educate himself on and all of that. And in reverse, it's like, what kind of books are you reading that make you feel knowledgeable on? Yes, you may be reading a lot of books, but are they all based in fiction? Are they all made up stories that you're focusing on and absorbing and believing that all there is to know about a certain subject, when really, what's the source of this book? Who is this author that is giving this information? Can they be trusted? You may think that you actually know the truth of a situation when really the basis of the so-called truth is a lie, is false. So you're basing your reality on something fictional, on something that is not true. So there's a stubbornness here to not go out into the world and face the truth of who you are. There's an illusion of reality. There's a desire to stay in the fantasy. But you know what? What's behind this door is a lot more interesting than what you've created in your mind for yourself. And a lot more beneficial, and a lot more, has the potential to create some true, genuine happiness in your life. Positivity. It could be exactly what you've wanted your entire life, but is being held back because of this, because of the refusal to accept help from others, the refusal to acknowledge the help from others, the refusal to balance that energy with, giving to others and appreciating others. And, that's the only way you're going to get the support that you need, is knowing where you came from and not feeling like you're all out on your own and everyone's against you. So you got to work on releasing this trigger of defensiveness. Cut that cord, close that chapter, and walk through that door. Because your whole life will be turned upside down in a much better way. It'll be a lot more beneficial than you could ever have imagined or thought. You think you know everything, but you don't. Because you have not allowed yourself to see what happens once this is done. How could you know the truth of what's behind that door without opening it? Okay, Leo? So I hope that you're getting the message. So definitely work with this energy of releasing this month. Definitely work with the energy of cord cutting this month. Look into it, go on Google, get some books, go to a spiritual healer, and learn how to work with the energy of cord cutting. I strongly recommend that. And when I say cord cutting, I mean cutting that energetic cord that connects you to the triggers of your past, to the energy of defensiveness, and embrace this future where you can start to believe in others again, believe in yourself again, believe in love again, trust others again, be a part of this world again. All right, Leo?